Today for Full Album Friday, we're gonna go back to 1980 and look at Talking Heads' masterpiece, Remain in Light. As far as I'm concerned, whatever genre classification you want to put on Talking Heads, you can't put on any other band in history because nobody made music like they did. Along with that, the reality remains that the Talking Heads catalog is damn near flawless, so when it comes to picking a best record, it's almost 100% personal preference. For me, this is that album, as I believe that it really represents the band having completely reached musical maturity and displaying every single element that they were capable of musically. Though their previous album had definitely given hints that the band was moving more towards an Afrobeat style sound, it's Remain in Light where those sounds really come to fruition. And the complexity that they show here musically vaults this band to an entirely new level. It's the way that the melodies and the rhythms interlock at such uniquely intriguing angles that makes the sound all across this album so hypnotic. And from the moment that Born Under Punches begin, the fact that this album is miles ahead of everybody else is abundantly clear. At the same time, on every single song, the group is able to bring an entirely new rhythmic approach, and yet there's this consistent groove and bounce that runs throughout the entire album. And along with this, the moods that the band creates on every song is nothing short of superb, and it quickly becomes the sort of record you just can't turn off. Whether it's the dizzying tones of Cross-Eyed and Painless or the slightly spaced out feel of Listening Wind, this album highlights the sonic diversity of Talking Heads in every way possible. But let's be honest, you can't really talk about Talking Heads without addressing the vocal genius that is David Byrne, and this album is easily one of, if not his finest recorded moment. What really sets his performance on this album apart from his other work is the fact that there's almost two completely different sides on this album, and you can really hear David Byrne sounding more confident than ever. While the lyrics still have that brilliant stream of consciousness feel to them, the words here are a little bit less cryptic than on their previous records, and you can also hear clear nods to the hip-hop movement that was slowly rising at the time. Along with this, David Byrne brings a number of new vocal approaches to his sound, and you'd be hard-pressed to find any frontman in history who can work in this many different styles. From funk to jazz to hip-hop to punk to Afrobeat, Remain in Light is easily one of the most sonically diverse and truly genius records ever made. It really is that simple, and if somehow you don't own this, you are truly doing your ears a disservice, so make sure you change that right away. Thank me later.